So let us start with the diagram that our project has. So our InfoBridge like employee management system, which has uh, six tables in which previously we have foreign keys. We have removed those for foreign keys because Redis does not support foreign keys. So Redis is a NoSQL database connection. So it is a in-memory data. So Redis uses in-memory data storage. So it's like directly stores the data into RAM. So for Redis is directly used for high performance operations. So that's why we remove foreign keys from our ER diagram. So rest of we have a project, department, and employee, which are the main tables of our project, and we also created a timestamp for the date updation of created it and updated it. So that is the diagram works. So coming to the next. This is our Docker compose.yml file in which we use a Docker service of the 3.7 version, and these are the build volumes that where we have to grab the data. So these are the links of the volumes, and next we use uh, default port number as the local host to 8080, and so we also use the Redis, right? That's why we included Redis database. So then we included a Redis image. So default port number for Redis is 6379 that we included in port. Coming to our Docker file. So our Docker file has a PHP Apache version of 7.4. Also, we have a commands to run the update command, which directly installs Redis tools. And after installing these Redis tools, so we directly get the Redis enabled to the PHP connection. So for this, we have used Apache server. So A2E more and more is an Apache service which directly takes uh, Redis files to the server. So this is the command, and next we directly run. So server configuration for the Apache 2. So we just have given our location to the Apache 2 configuration file so that he can create the files accordingly. And then we just copy the location and expose it to the port number of the Apache. So from now on, my friend Ludwig will explain you the next things.
Yeah, thank you, Prashant. So coming to how we connected this Redis to our web application. So this is the PHP code to connect the Redis to our PHP web application. So we basically created a host name and port name, and then we created a function called connect. So here it is creating a new instance and it is connecting to that particular host and port. So this is the Redis connect PHP. So in our web application, we actually include this Redis Connect PHP, and we are creating a new instance, and we are passing that instance to Connect function, so that the Redis web application, so that our web application will be connected to the Redis database. So how are we loading the data to Redis? So this is how we are loading the data to Redis. So we are using requirements. We are using the PHP to connect to the Redis, and then this is how we are taking our dat files. I mean, so as we go back to our Docker compose file. So here we mounted the resources folder to where www html data. So coming back to load Redis. Yeah. So that's how it is taking that particular data file from that folder. And then uh, we wrote functions for each table so that So the dat file is converted into the values for the fields. So this is our first function for loading the department.dat file. So it actually takes the Redis connection and the file path, and then we'll run a loop to for each line in the dat file. So for the first line, we are replacing the double quotes. We are just removing the double quotes, and then we are separating the data through comma as a delimiter. So these are the four fields in our department data. So in Redis, we have to give it as a hash. So department and the primary key will be together will be the hash for the department table. So for this hash, these are the fields. So whenever we run this in the web application, the dat files will just get loaded. So another thing, we actually can use this fget csv function to directly take the comma as a delimiter. So we use this for employee since it has address attribute which has many commas. So we had to use this fget csv. So this is how we are loading. So let me just run our web application. Docker was first. Yeah, first we have to stop it now. We'll just run Docker Compose up. This will build the Docker Compose.yml file. So our web application is running. Uh, First, let us open our web application. Yeah, so before opening the web application, let's just load our dat files. So for to load our dat files, we have to run the load redis.php file. So after running this load Redis PHP file, the data will be loaded to the Redis database. So why Redis? We are using Redis only because it is a in-memory database data structure store. So the access will be very faster. I mean, for our kind of web applications to navigate through the pages, it will be faster than MySQL. Because Redis actually stores every data in memory, only in memory, not in disk. So let me run our web application. Yeah, this is our web application. Info Bridge Max. Yeah. So the first page have this drop down button to select the employee assistants. You get the employee details. On the second page, we can just type the number, department number to get the employee details or the department details. Yeah. In the third page, here also we are going to enter the department number. Let's suppose four. It will give the that particular department's employee names and salaries. So we also have a page called browse departments where we can browse all the departments. So let's suppose this is one department. We can go through the details of employee here also. Yes, all href link. So here we can see the project details. So this is all our web application. So let me just show the hash values in the Redis. Let me just open the Redis CLI. Let's see the hashes in the Redis CLI. Sorry, sorry, scan zero. Yeah, these are some of the hashes in our Redis. So let me show the fields in each hash. The part, yeah, these are the values which we loaded just now. So just like that, we can get all the image right. Try H get all. Yeah, these are the values for works on. Similarly, we can see the values for employee and other tables too. Yeah, these are the values for the employee. So basically, this is considered as hash in Redis, and this is considered as field, and these are the values for that particular fields in Redis. Mm, then- Yeah, other tables. Let me show depth location. Yeah, the department location only have two attributes. Mm, These are the attributes. So the last table, dependence table. Let me go through the dependence. Dependent. Yeah, these are the final. This is the final table, and these are the fields of dependent hash. So these are the hashes and fields in my Redis database. So this is how we connected it to our application. So the navigation is faster than before in MySQL. So that's why we use Redis database, which is a NoSQL database. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.